What is the point of having a character if you don't have a world to put them in? This is what we talked about in the video, The Batman 2022, a masterclass in world building. But how? In this video, we talked about how to set up a world, how to make good world building by looking over the opening scenes of this movie. Let's start by looking over the scene, right? The scenes are the opening scene where you see the murder and it's the mayor, and you see how we really learn that this is not a safe place. This place that Gotham is, even the mayor, even high up officials, you figure out later on that he's actually a liar and he steals and stuff like that, and he's not a good man, but that's only even a level up and say that even the mayor and people like that are not safe. They are not safe from being assassinated, and not safe as in they are not good people. And that scene is where we meet the Riddler, the villain of the movie, and we figure out that this villain is going to go after people of power. Next, we meet Batman, and we see the lower life of Gotham, and we see these thugs and these people. This one guy goes into a store and he robs the place. Then we see Batman beat up a guy and all this. And we learn that that Gotham is built on fear, and on this fear of be afraid or we will kill you. Next, we learned that the police needs to have Batman come in the next scene, the crime scene. We see that Batman has to come in and help solve this crime with the police because the police cannot figure out how to solve the crime themselves. So now we learn that even the police are corrupt, but they're not good at their job, which is kind of scary to think about that they could be living in a world where the cops need to get vigilantes in to help solve these crimes because they're not trained enough to know how to deal with the crimes themselves. Kind of a scary thing. So that's what we learned from those scenes. What can we learn from it in general, right? So we learned that this Gotham is not, as I said in that video, a playground. This Gotham is scary. This Gotham is terrifying. And it's run on fear. And the cops are not confident enough in their job that they had to get vigilantes in to help solve these crimes. So what can we learn in general from making movies? That setting up in your world does not mean you have to make a light-hearted, fun, sunshine and rainbows world. What you want to do is you want to set up in your opening what world you're going to get into. If you do not want to see this dark Gotham world, then click off this movie. That's what it says in the opening of this movie. When you set up your world building in your opening movie, you say, this is what you're going to get involved, this is what you're going to get into when watching this movie. You better get used to it because this is what you're going to watch for 3 hours straight. This Gotham. This is not the sunshine and rainbows. And then we learn that it's important to make your world something that draws people in, right? You want to draw people in, you want to explain what the world is. You want to draw people in so they want to see this. So the right people will say, hey, this is a really dark Gotham. I like this. I want to watch more of this. That's what you want to see. You want to set up a world where people want to watch more of, and they want to see it redeemed. When you open with something like the Shire in the Lord of the Rings, you want to see that world saved. You want to see the Shire saved. You don't want it to go into what you see in the scene before that of Mordor. You don't want to see it become that. Same way, even how terrible Gotham is, this is feeling that that Batman's I want to save Gotham, and you have this feeling oh yeah, imagine this place when it could be nicer, when people actually could work together more. And you now this route yeah, you see this terrible place, but you feel but based on what Batman's saying that maybe this is redeemable, maybe we can find a way to save Gotham. So that's what we can learn from this. So tell me your thoughts below, guys. Can give so little information because it's only in 5 minutes, but yeah, tell me your thoughts below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys think that the Batman is a good example of world building? Do you think it's a terrible example of world building? Comment below, guys, if you guys want and like this video, if you guys want to see more recaps, because I saw these recaps because I asked people in a poll and they said they wanted to see these recaps. But these recaps, some of my longer form content are getting more views than these recaps are. So I'm just wanting to know, is this something actually you guys want? If you guys really are yeah, we'll watch recaps maybe, I kind of want to see, but I'm not sure, then tell me so that I know that if I can just put this off the schedule, or say something like, make it so I do a recap every once in a while for a video and not do one every week. Like, just tell me, because I don't want to be putting a bunch of my time and energy into making these recaps if it's not going anywhere. This has been the Movie Night Reviewer, Peter Wary, signing off.